In the opening scenes of the movie, we're transported back to the tumultuous year of 1944, amidst the chaos of a colossal war. A mysterious man, concealed by a cloth over his mouth, is being escorted by the Nazi army. The palpable relief of the man's friend is evident, though he remains in the dark about the destination of his captive companion. As the cloth is lifted, the revelation strikes: the man in captivity is none other than Indiana Jones. Amidst his endeavors to thwart the Nazis and recover rare artifacts, he discovers an unprecedented treasure at a place known as Chuda. It is here that Indiana stumbles upon a remarkable object, previously unheard of even in legendary tales. In his pursuit, Indiana encounters the Nazis, and a tense confrontation unfolds. An explosion propels Indiana into a car, accompanied by unwitting Nazi soldiers. Seated in a way that conceals his identity, Indiana manages to blend in. However, the Nazi soldiers gradually become suspicious, prompting Indiana to take evasive action. With a daring leap from the moving car, he commandeers a train, dispatching some soldiers in the process. The plot thickens as the Nazis catch up, eventually reaching the train compartment harboring the supposedly precious knife. To Indiana's dismay, it turns out to be a counterfeit. The wily Nazi, named Voller, had foreseen this and deliberately left the decoy. Voller possesses a valuable time travel device, adding an extra layer of intrigue to the unfolding events. Amidst the chaos, Indiana's friend Basil Shaw is discovered lying near a mysterious girl, hinting at a complex web of connections and a riveting journey ahead. On a contrasting note, Indiana stumbled upon an ancient artifact, prompting him to discreetly relocate to another compartment to avoid detection by Nazi soldiers. In this covert maneuver, he not only secured his safety but also caught sight of his friend. Intriguingly, the friend, who had been bound to a chair, managed to free himself and abscond with a crucial device capable of time travel. A scuffle ensued as the original possessor of the device attempted to reclaim it, resulting in a daring escape onto the roof of the speeding train. The imminent danger inside the train propelled them to brave the precarious journey on the train's exterior. The relentless pursuit by the Nazis led to a dramatic turn of events when a bomb detonated in front of the train, prompting Indiana and his friend to leap in relief. However, their elation was short-lived as it became apparent that the bomb was not a Nazi ploy but rather an unexpected element introduced by the Americans. The time travel device now rested in the hands of the Americans, eluding Indiana's grasp. The story shifts to the year 1969 in a college setting in New York, where Indiana Jones as a history professor captivates the minds of students with his extensive knowledge. In one of his engaging sessions, he poses a challenging question to the class, met with incorrect responses from all but one: Helena, a sharp-witted girl who consistently impresses Indiana with her accurate answers, earning his admiration. The professor proceeds to unveil the name of a brilliant scientist known for crafting various inventions, including weapons and time travel devices. This revelation sparks enthusiasm among the students. However, the academic bliss is short-lived for Indiana, who finds himself expelled from the college. His departure is shadowed by Helena, an intriguing presence trailing behind him, accompanied by an agent and a group of menacing goons. Moreover, a familiar follower, introduced at the beginning of the story, resurfaces, embodying the enigmatic world of antiques. Amidst the covert operations, an American agent harbors a clandestine desire for theft, acting solely at the behest of Voller, who conceals his true allegiance as a Nazi operative collaborating with NASA. Helena, an aspiring archaeologist with a passion for exploration, shares her profound interest in various subjects, including a remarkable device capable of time travel. Indiana, sympathetic to her quest, offers comfort and resolves to assist her in locating the missing dial for the device. Their journey takes them to the college library, a familiar haunt for Indiana, where he unveils a mysterious half of the device and recounts its fractured history. Crafted by a cautious scientist who foresaw its potential misuse, the device had been intentionally damaged to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. Agent Mason and some tough guys were following Helena and Jones inside the college. They were searching for Helena and Jones when a person from the college staff arrived, but Klaber, one of Voller's henchmen, shot and killed him. Another staff member appeared, but the other henchman killed him too. Jones and Helena found the dial half in the college archives. Jones got suspicious when he realized Helena knew he hadn't destroyed the dial as he promised Basil. Jones started asking Helena questions, making her nervous. Just then, Agent Mason and the henchman entered, and Helena told Jones they needed to go before running away. She locked the door, stopping Jones from following her, and apologized before escaping alone. Agent Mason and her group chased Helena on rooftops. Jones, witnessing dead bodies, tried calling for help but was captured. Driving through a crowded area, Jones discovered Helena's illegal antiquities dealings. Forced to steal a dial half, Jones denied involvement to Agent Mason. Unable to use a vehicle later, they walked through a crowd, holding Jones. He escaped on a horse, and boarded a closing train, evading Agent Mason and Voller's henchmen. Agent Mason called Voller and informed him about the situation. Voller was shocked to learn that Helena Shaw is Indiana Jones' goddaughter. Meanwhile, Jones contacted his old friend Sallah, who works as a cab driver, to take him to the airport. The revelation about Helena's illicit activities sends shockwaves through the group of friends. Accused of tax evasion and surviving by pilfering in the market, she also has a mysterious connection with someone named Jay, leaving Indiana determined to find her, knowing she possesses a crucial dial device. In a bid to assist Indiana, his friends rally together, arranging a disguise for him, complete with fake passports and an aged cap with sentimental value. Prepared for the impending adventure, Indiana reflects on the thrilling challenges that lie ahead. The following day, Indiana tracks Helena to a hotel where she is conducting a stylish auction. His attempt to intervene is thwarted by Haley Naka's system, leading to a delayed confrontation. Indiana's friend steps in to defend him, paving the way for a tense encounter with Voller, who recognizes Indiana as a Nazi due to his past exploits. In a charged moment, Indiana challenges Helena, emphasizing that true power lies not in style but in strength. A skirmish ensues, capturing the attention of onlookers. The device ultimately falls into Helena's hands, and she swiftly integrates it into her system. A daring escape ensues, with Helena and Indiana sprinting out, only to encounter the persistent presence of Voller. Indiana, determined, chases them with an auto rickshaw, but the elusive figures manage to slip away. Meanwhile, inside the helicopter where Voller's group was stationed, Agent Mason began connecting the dots. She started to grasp that Voller, or Smith as she knew him, had his hidden agenda and wasn't on the side of good. One of Agent Mason's team members announced that they were landing in Spain before returning to Alabama. Voller attempted to plead with Agent Mason to lend him a boat to reach the Mediterranean, but she refused. This refusal led to Voller's men attacking Agent Mason and her team. Klaber shot Mason, and before she succumbed to her injuries, Voller revealed his true identity to her. Jones, along with Helena and Teddy, journeyed together to reach the graffiti before the Nazis. They visited Casablanca and then took a flight to Italy. From Italy, they continued their travels to Athens. Faced with a daunting task, Indiana seeks the help of a friend, Renaldo, expressing the need to venture into the sea. Helena, along with her assistant, joins Indiana during a moment of contemplation. As they prepare to dive, Helena poses a thought-provoking question to Indiana. If given the chance to travel back in time, what would be his first act? Indiana, carrying the weight of a personal tragedy, solemnly reveals his desire to save his deceased son. The following day, their journey into the sea commences in the mystical waters revered by Shiva's devotees. A sudden encounter with a fish prompts a hasty retreat, leading them to a submerged shrine where Voller's men have captured a precious artifact related to Shiva. With quick thinking, Indiana and his companions manage to escape with a heavy stone, inscribed with cryptic symbols. Attempting to decipher inscriptions, Helena's inaccurate translations trigger a bomb explosion. Seizing the chaos, Indiana and his assistant escape on a boat, carrying the mysterious stone. Upon closer inspection, the stone reveals a hidden dial, pointing them to a significant location. It becomes apparent that the scientist who created the time machine is buried there, with the missing part awaiting discovery. Examining the tablet, Jones discovered it was a polybius square crafted from wax and wood, oddly heavy. Deciphering the code, they learned the directions to the cave of Dionysus in Sicily. They journeyed to Sicily, spending some time there. However, Teddy, feeling disappointed about not selling the ancient gold, decided to pilfer money from a boy to buy ice cream. As he wandered about, he noticed a parked car beside the boat. Approaching the car, he unexpectedly encountered Voller waiting for him at the bottom of the stairs. Attempting to flee, Teddy was apprehended by one of Voller's men. Meanwhile, Jones, searching for Teddy, witnessed the Nazis taking him and began to plan his next move. Jones went looking for Helena, and they climbed a hill to reach the cave of Dionysus. Inside, they got scared seeing centipedes on the walls and their clothes. In a complex cavern, they found Archimedes' tomb with the other half of the dial on top. Helena saw a picture of a phoenix with propellers, and Jones noticed Archimedes' skeleton had a wristwatch, which was strange because watches were made a long time after Archimedes lived. They realized Archimedes used the dial for time travel. Voller and his men, following them with Teddy, cornered Jones and Helena. They had to let Voller take the dial half. Voller connected the halves and put a clock part in the middle. Teddy, who escaped, attacked. Helena saved him, but Jones got shot, and Voller's men took him. Voller explained they would fly into a storm to go back to August 20, 1939, and change history. Helena and Teddy followed them to an airfield. Helena told Teddy to steal a plane, and she chased the Nazis on her bike, reaching the plane before it left. Inside, Jones said Archimedes didn't know about continental drift. Klaber silenced Jones, and the plane went into the storm, starting a countdown. Jones warned Voller about wrong calculations. Scared, Voller wanted to turn around, but it was too late. They traveled through time. Voller thought they were in 1939 but realized they went back to war in 214 BC. Helena emerged, causing chaos, but one man grabbed her legs. Jones spotted Helena and shot the man holding onto her legs. He then grabbed a parachute that Voller had tried to take from him. Helena shot Voller, and Jones put on the parachute. Descending, he allowed Helena to cling to him, and they both abandoned the damaged plane. Meanwhile, Klaber was firing at the Romans on the ground, angering them. Voller stood beside Klaber, witnessing the Romans crashing to the ground. In that timeline, a civilian who seemed to know about the dial approached Voller's crashed plane. He examined Voller's body, took his wristwatch, and found the dial. Jones and Helena reached the ground, amazed despite the ongoing war. Jones, immersed in history, expressed his desire to stay forever. Helena, concerned for his well-being after being shot, refused to leave him there, especially amid a war. Teddy landed the plane nearby, and a Romanian warrior attacked them, but an arrow stopped him. Jones and Helena were surprised to see none other than Archimedes himself approaching them. Archimedes revealed the dial, stating their meeting was destined. Jones learned that Archimedes created the dial to seek help in winning the war. Jones wanted to stay, but Helena, insisting that their rivals had scared the Romans away, knocked him out. When Jones woke up, he found himself back in 1969. Helena and Teddy were there, looking well. Moments later, Jones's ex-wife Marion arrived, followed by Sallah and his children. Seeing Jones and Marion together, everyone decided to leave them alone. Jones and Marion reunited, happy to be together again. Despite not staying with Archimedes, Jones was content to be back in 1969, now that Marion had returned to him.